Shri Nirmala Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through You are Mahakali Mahalakshmi, you are Mother Adi Shakti, you are Mahakali Mahalakshmi. You are Mother Adi Shakti. Your power within us when we feel it. Our hearts rejoice in bhakti. Your power within us when we feel it. Our hearts rejoice in bhakti. When we surrender, we are in paradise. When we surrender, we are in paradise. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Shri Mataji, we love you. 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 Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. La 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 la. in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through Shri Mataji, we love you. 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 Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. Sitting in the heart of the universe, we know your love is flowing through us. We know your love is flowing through us. We know your love is flowing through us.
मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलाय गरुडध्वजः मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्षो मङ्गलाय तनुं हरेः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः
Okay, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to the last day of the intermediate series. We've done it, guys, so hip hip hooray and a big pat on your back for completing the next 21 days intermediate series. Um, I think we're just all amazed how time has flown, and especially some of us core team members that work together to coordinate the programs each day. We were just, I think we're all a bit shell shocked that what is it already? I guess it's day 24, 21, 22, 23. Yes, 24. So we did go a little bit over, but that was so that you could all learn about the Sahasrara the last 2 days. And hopefully we have helped deepen your knowledge more about the chakras. So the first series was more of an overview. The second series, we went more in detail. So you can see that we have more things to learn in the advanced sessions. And you might recall Monica highlighted some things to do with, deities and incarnations that have come on this earth that have the correlation with those various chakras. So still lots to learn. Unfortunately, we're not doing a 21 days advanced. I think we've also reached our peak. But it's also now actually an opportunity because we did consider, should we do a 21 days advanced series? But now we're really trying to focus on empowering you all to meditate on your own. And as you may know, we've mentioned things like having a buddy, which I think Monica is really working hard behind the scenes to pair you guys up with a buddy who will check in with you regularly. How are you going? Are you meditating? Do you have any questions? And also of doing sessions with us on Zoom twice a week. So I think before we go on, I'm going to actually invite Monica on stage to tell us more of about what to expect in the advanced series. So let's bring Monica across. And beautiful haircut. Woohoo, love it. She said she's going to get a pixie cut. So I'm very proud she did do that. Yes.
This is not pixie. I mean, but yeah, getting there slowly. Web have said it's too much, so slowly. Very, very hearty welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on the final day of the 21-day intermediate. So some surprises there for all of you for the advanced series. All right, so please bear with me and hear me closely because these are some really important instructions that I'm going to start giving out for the advanced series. All right, I'm going to be putting these instructions on the WhatsApp group as well, but because we are transitioning from intermediate to advanced, it is going to be slightly different. It is slightly different from what we are used to doing in the beginners and the intermediate series. I did give out some instructions yesterday, but I'm going to give out clear instructions today. So please bear with me for a couple of minutes and please try to understand what I'm saying. Like I said, I will also put it on the group as well. So the advanced series is still going to be 21 advanced series. So we have prepared 21 sessions, which will happen over a course of 3 months with 3 workshops. So that's 24 sessions in all. So it is still going to be 21 series, but it is going to span over 3 months. It's going to happen twice a week, once on Wednesday and once on Sunday, same time, same Zoom link. So the session is going to start this Sunday. The 21 advanced series is going to start on this Sunday, which is going to be the first session at 8:45 p.m. Sydney time. And the next session after that is going to be on Wednesday, 8:45 p.m. Sydney time. So the time essentially for now is the same. And it is going to be at 8:45 p.m. Sydney time, Wednesday and Sunday. We are still going to have 21 sessions along with 3 workshops. So that's going to be 24 sessions in all. Unlike these sessions, the workshops will not happen every week. Obviously, they will happen once a month. So what we have essentially done is we have spread out the course over 3 months. So it's essentially still 21 days, 3 workshops, just like we did in the intermediate, but it is going to span over 3 months. The next important thing is that you will be assigned a buddy, as I had mentioned yesterday, or a mentor, if you must say so, who's going to be like your spiritual brother or sister guiding you. We really wanted to assign them by today. We were hoping that we could assign them before we start today's session, but it's taken longer than what we thought it would take. So please bear with us. We are working on it. We haven't done all the assignments yet. So we will continue doing it between today and Sunday. So before the advanced series starts on Sunday, you will get all your mentors assigned by then. I hope that makes sense. The next important thing is your mentors are going to be there for you, and they will cater to you based on what you need. So if you need to meditate more with them, you will have the freedom to do so. If you have any questions to ask, if you have any experiences to share, they will be there for any of those things. But the idea is that, as Auntie Jenny had very beautifully put in the message today, there's two types of meditations, one that we do collectively and one that we do independently and individually. The independent and individual meditations are very important as well, because they are where we introspect and where we grow. So in these 3 months, our goal is to make sure all of you become independent in meditating on your own. So the idea is that we will be there to support you. Our team will be there to support you. We will have sessions twice a week, Wednesday and Sunday. And in between, your mentors will be there. In case you ever need to meditate with them, you can always ask them. In case you have any questions, you can always ask them. So all those things will be available to you. We have not done any mentor assignment yet. So please don't fret, don't worry. And another very important thing, please do not leave the intermediate group. That group will remain as is. That will be our main point of communication. We are not creating another WhatsApp group for advanced series. The group will remain the same as our main point of contact. The groups that will be created will be with your mentors. So those will be very small groups with you and your mentor. So slowly over the next 3 days, we will start creating those groups, which will be really small. With some of you, we had experimented and created similar groups. They were called Journey Within groups. So the group will essentially be called Journey Within your name. For example, if I'm creating a group for Abha, it will be called Journey Within Abha. If I'm creating a group for Anya ji from UK, it will be called Journey Within Anya. And that group will have you and your mentor assigned. So it is going to be a very small group. So that is separate. We will be doing that over the course of next few days till Sunday before the first advanced series starts. In the interim, please do not leave the intermediate group. That group will be our main point of communication for all of you. So we will continue making the announcements for the advanced series in that main intermediate group. We will change the title of that group and call it the advanced group now after today. So please do not leave that group. And the last announcement for anyone who has joined today, who has missed out on any sessions on the intermediate, please do not worry. You will have enough days in between to attend or redo any of the sessions that we have already done. So you can catch up on the intermediate series, because we will only be catching up twice on Zoom live together. So for those 2 sessions, please try not to miss out. Try to join us live as much as possible. But of course, if there's anything that comes up and you can't, everything will be on YouTube. So the next series is going to be www.freemeditation.com.au/21 series. So we will introduce all the web links. We're creating that. We are creating the posters and everything, and we will share with you as soon as they're done. But that work is already happening, and it's happening in the background. So it's just taking longer than we anticipated, but it should all be done by Sunday when we start the advanced series. So those are pretty much all the announcements. Sorry, I know they've taken a bit longer to explain, but it was important that every one of you understands what's happening, so there's no confusion. So please do not leave the WhatsApp group. New groups will be created during the span of time till Sunday. We have noted all the names of people who have registered their interest. If you haven't, please feel free, write your name on the intermediate group and say you're interested, and we'll take care of it from there. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you can always ask at the end of the session and we'll be here to answer them. So that's pretty much it. Back to Rachita.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Monica. I think hats off to, actually no, what we might do is I'm putting us on the spot. Monica, Vaibhav, Sonika, Kirti, turn on your cameras, guys. We're doing another quick shout out for the hard work for the 21 days intermediate series our team have done. So can our techies please quickly turn on their cameras? We're doing a spontaneous shout out. Don't be sad. Okay, Monica's there. Sonika's there. Kirti and Vaibhav, are you guys there? Okay, either they're camera shy or they're maybe just busy. So just a quick applause, guys, to all our techies who have done the wonderful job of organizing, catering, and attending to all the queries within the WhatsApp group. Like, I know Monica's worked very hard. I call her like our PR expert. So everyone's got like a role. So she's like our PR department, liaising with all of you, maintaining that relationship, ensuring you're all okay if you have questions. So I think hats off to her. Vaibhav is always our hidden incognito MC. Kirti is also always our lead techie, so is Sonika, and we have Sonika as well leading the session today. So big shout out to them. And then may I, oh, there we go, there's Kirti. So shout out to them. Let's have some of our yogis, if they can turn on their camera. So Uncle John Michelle, Auntie Nirmala, any other Sahaja yogis, practitioners. Yep, if you can just turn on your camera. So guys, what you can do is turn your Zoom view into gallery on the top right. If you click on the gallery view, you will now see everyone's cameras on. So just round of applause to all the Sahaja Yogi practitioners who have
on
led
that note,
session.
everyone can turn the cameras on, because that would be so nice to see everyone in general. So we can all
That's
see who
right.
you are. We can have a selfie together. We'll click a screenshot from here.
For sure. So that's the last thing I was coming to. So after our Sahaja Yogi practitioners, all our attendees, you guys who have been coming almost daily, if not so regularly, please switch on your cameras. I think we'll have our techies taking pictures. I can see a kiwi fruit and Anne's thing. That's pretty cute. So just let's do a round of applause, guys. Hats off to all of you, to all our attendees.
Big shout out.
It's all team effort. Well done, everyone. And give yourself a pat. Yes.
If everyone can also smile, we'll take a picture whenever everyone's ready. So just turn on your cameras and please smile.
Okay,
so we'll click photos and we'll share these on the intermediate group for everyone. So so I'll have to do it in parts. So please.
Okay, so everyone smile and hold your smile. Don't blink.
3,
so
2,
smile,
1,
everyone.
Cheese. One more, because there's heaps of screens here. So cheese.
So keep smiling.
And getting there. Very nice. And the last one.
I know everyone's all like, do I stop smiling now? Do I keep smiling? Keep smiling, guys. It's good for you. So
no, lovely to just last one and we're done.
Awesome. And I want you all give yourself a pat on the back. So if this is a pretty Aussie thing, but give yourself a pat as a well done you for taking part in whichever way you have. None of you have had insignificant roles, so never think that, oh, I didn't do much, why are they complimenting me? You've all played a part in some way, whether you've supported us passively, actively, attending, spreading the word. Thank you all. So let's do one of the Jai Shri Mataji poses, guys. So Jai Shri Mataji to everyone. Fabulous work again, and it's so good to see all our faces. It's good to see Vivek, our hidden techie from Malaysia, who has helped us a lot as well. We've had
and Rachita,
a lot of people help. Yes.
Let's do a big hip hip hooray and shout out for all these lovely people who've been so consistent. We would not have come this far if we did not have all of you amazing people. So hip hip
Hooray!
Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Well done, all of you. Very, very well done. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much again, guys. Thanks, Monica. Thank you all. That was brilliant. And so good to see all your lovely faces. We know we may have not talked to you personally one-on-one yet because it's amazing. We have almost 100 attendees, but it's so beautiful seeing a lot of familiar names and their faces. We've got Sean, Cyril, Poppy, Dr. Prasad, Susan. There's so many of you guys now. We formed this bond. It's really quite amazing the past 45 days. So thanks, everyone. You're welcome to switch off your camera now. And we'll continue on with the session. So for today, guys, we have Sonika here from Malaysia, who's going to lead us a session. And then after that, we do wish to do a panel. So you guys might remember our good old panels with the storytelling as well. So if you can stay back for that, that will be really good. And as Monica said, our next session will be Sunday. I think someone expressed a concern that you might not attend the first 2 sessions of the advanced series. Like we said, don't despair. We will record them on YouTube. So the YouTube facility is not going anywhere. They will be recorded because we know how valuable the YouTube platform is. So before I pass on to Sonika, okay, I thought we had a few hands raised. So if everyone else is doing okay, we can switch off our cameras, sit back, relax, and we'll get Sonika to lead the session. Thank you, Sonika.
Thank you, Rachita. Hello, everyone. Welcome for tonight's session. I'm really excited, overwhelmed with this opportunity that I'm here, that we can meditate together today. So I'm really happy to see all your messages, responses, how you're doing your meditations. Every day is so enormous, like it's so joyous. I cannot tell in my words. So it's really joyous to see those experiences coming from you. So so let us try that we experience that joy today in our meditation. That is very important. So everyday meditations are very different. We do differently. Like it's not like it's we design it, it's a spontaneous thing which is coming out. Is the spontaneous awakening of our Kundalini, which is helping us, which is making us to do this, all these sessions by all the practitioners throughout till day. So I'm really thankful to everyone in the team who is working day in and day out just for your growth and your experience, and so that you can learn a lot from us. Whatever we have learned till now, we can share with you. So there is nothing new which I'll be, sharing with you today, because till now everyone has given so much of experiences and sharing their experiences. So I want your experience to grow, you to evolve in your daily meditation. So this is the last day of 21 series. So I'm sure you all must be, some may be sad that tomorrow there will not be any session. And but now it's time for you to take up that driver's seat, and drive the car. So you have to take that role on your own, and you have to become a master of yourself. So that mastery comes when you, try to introspect, meditate daily as per your state, as per your feelings, So for me, meditation is is something very is my emotions. So whatever is my emotion, I try to put into my action and just meditate. So our emotions, as we know, it's a left side. And when we put that into the action, which is a right side, we can come in the balance, which is our central path, where our mother Kundalini is residing. And she's just anxiously waiting for us that we pray to her, and she will just give her love, and we will be drenched in that vibrations. So yeah, I was just seeing yesterday's session by Rupina. Very nice session on Sahasrara about spontaneity and uh, surrendering. So I am quite spontaneous person. I believe in spontaneity, and maybe after Sahaja Yoga, I moved to spontaneity more. So when she was narrating those experience, like about the two basic S qualities of Sahasrara is spontaneity and surrendering. I was just recalling one experience which just happened with me, which I want to share with you before we start our meditation. So on Monday it was my birthday, and normally I plan somewhat things, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to wear, what will where who will be coming, and who will be the friends, and somewhat I will plan. But that day I didn't plan anything. So I was just relaxing myself. I took a leave from my office, just be with my own, just did my morning meditation and just relaxing. By 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I got to know that some of my friends, being I'm in a lockdown, some of my friends, a very good friend, she wants to surprise me and come to home. And then suddenly the plan made. So everything was like so arranged, like, divine is planning something for me because I didn't plan anything that day. So everything was working out. So all the celebrations, everything happened so nicely. Even though I didn't have, my birthday dress, normally I make sure, I buy a new pair of any clothes or anything for me on my birthday. Want to gift myself. That day I didn't have anything for a change. So my friend came, she surprised me with a cake, and she said, "Why are you wearing this old clothes?" I said, "I don't have any new clothes. I didn't buy this time." And she knows that I will, you know, buy something new in my birthday. So she's like, "Here you go. He gave me a gift. Like, this is your gift. Please change and wear this dress for your birthday." Then I changed my dress and wore those dress, and I cut 3 cakes. So, which I never imagined that I will be doing that. I was just uh, seeing that I will be just cutting only 1 cake. So this how just a short story. I don't want to elongate more. That's how the spontaneous thing turned out to be a divine plan, because the divine takes over that thing, and they plan. The divine plan happens. So that was a very small experience which I recently had. I'm sure everyone will, all of you will have those experiences in the coming days, or almost all, or already having those experience. So I'll not take much of your time. Let us bow down to our Mother Kundalini for giving such beautiful experiences every day, every moment. And with that gratitude in our hearts, with that respect for Shri Mataji, who has given all this knowledge which we are talking about or sharing. Let us raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. One knot, 2 knots. 3 knots. And let us take 7 bandhans for our 7 energy centers starting from our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jai Shri Mataji. Both the hands will bring on our lap. Just be relaxed. Be relaxed and comfortable wherever you are. If you're wearing any spectacles, please remove those. And close your eyes. And we'll place our right hand on our heart. Try to get connected with your heart. Please take 2-3 deep breaths so that our attention settles inside. With all the respect and gratitude, we'll pray to our mother. Mother, please come in our heart so that we can feel your love today. Mother, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. Make me the complete spirit, the full spirit. Please drop all the ugliness from my mind, from my heart, from my attention, so that it become pure and a place where the divine can shower his blessings. Mother, please keep me away from all the things which are against my spirit. Let me completely drop all those things which are not the spirit. Mother, please come in my heart. Let me see your love in my heart. Let me feel your love in my heart. We can bring back our right hand on our lap. So we are just trying to purifying our hearts, our attention with love. So once you become the master, once you have the knowledge, how this Kundalini works, how this mother gets happy, gets pleased, you will become the master. But before that, you should have that knowledge of yourself, of your energy centers. So let us try to awaken the pure knowledge within us. We'll place our right hand on the lower abdomen on the left side, left hand still on the lap. Just a very humble pray to your mother Kundalini. Oh Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge of the divine. Please remove all my false knowledge from my past, which may I have gathered till now. Mother, please give me the Nirmal Vidya, the pure knowledge, that how I can please you and make you happy in my meditation, in my connection with you. Mother, please bless me with that pure knowledge of my own self so that I become master of my own. If your hands get tired, you can just put your hand on your lap and just place your attention. We bring back our right hand on our lap and left hand on your lower abdomen on the right side. And right hand towards Shri Mataji. We'll pray to our Mother Kundalini. Mother, please make my attention complete. Make my attention so powerful that it is always on my spirit. Mother, by your grace only, I can have the pure attention. Mother, please give me the pure attention. So that my attention can go wherever my Kundalini is going, wherever my mother is going. So I just follow my mother. Let my attention be always pleasing you, mother, always makes you happy. We'll bring back our left hand on our lap. Both the hands on your lap. Mother, please bring us in the central part where I am not thinking of my past, not thinking of my future. Just be in my present. Mother, please bring me in my present moment, in the path of my ascent, where I can feel my Kundalini rising from my Muladhara to my Sahasrara. Mother, please come in my Sushumna Nadi, the central channel. We'll raise few strands of our Kundalini from base of our spine slowly to top of our head, very slowly and gently. And do it a few times. Bring back your hands, both the hands on the lap. Now I will place our right hand on the top of our head and just massage if you want in the clockwise direction. So, this is the place of our integration. So, we'll pray to Mother. Mother, we are really thankful for you that you have given us this self realization. You have given us this wonderful knowledge of my Kundalini. Thank you, Mother, for everything. Thank you, Mother, for taking me beyond my mind and beyond this brain. Please make us integrated as Sahasrara. Let us become like a lotus which rises higher from the pond, from the mud, and drops all the filth, all the ugliness. Let we all become those lotuses, beautiful lotuses. Mother, please help us that we become those beautiful lotuses at the Sahasrara. We can bring back our hand on the lap with your attention at Sahasrara. We can be silent for a few moments. If any thought comes, you can just say, I surrender all the thoughts. I don't want any thoughts. Mother, please take me into that thoughtless awareness stage where we all can be together and integrated at your lotus feet and become the beautiful offerings of Sadashiva. With this intention at our Sahasrara, we can listen to the talk by Shri Mataji, a beautiful talk. I'll request Vaibhav Bhaiya to play the talk.
All the clashes, all the problems of human beings are because they are not what they talk. Ideals are out of their life. That is how a Sahaja Yogi will show himself up compared to anybody else. Take an example, say, of Abraham Lincoln. All right? Abraham Lincoln believed that everybody must have freedom and the government should be for the public, for the people. Whatever he taught, he practiced it. Whatever he believed in, he worked it out. He gave his life for it. That's why he's a great man. Think of Mahatma Gandhi. They were not like Christ incarnations. Think of any great man. Think of Shivaji Maharaj. Any one of the saints. They were human beings. But once they knew this is the principle on which we have to live, they become one with the principles. They do not compromise. So what Sahaja Yogi has to be, that we should understand. A Sahaja Yogi is a person who has got realization through the Kundalini. And Kundalini is the motherhood in it. Is the caring, nourishing power. But mother will never compromise with the son. If he wants to kill somebody, she'll say no. I mean, a real mother. She will even shoot that son who tries to do wrong things. In the same way, if you become the mother of yourself, then you have to look after yourself in the same manner that you nourish yourself. And all others also. You have to nourish them, care for them, and do not compromise with wrongdoings, unrighteous things, absurd things. So in your meditations, you have to sit down. Now what do you say in meditation? Try to see all the chakras. What chakras are catching? Face it yourself. These might be from your past life. Some chakras are weak. Try to make them all right. Try to strengthen them. Because ideals have to be worked out, the instrument has to be all right. If the instrument is a crazy one, how will you do? So first of all, you must develop your instrument properly. It should be balanced, powerful, not cowardly. People should feel your power. Of course, the power is of love, but love doesn't mean that you compromise with all the nonsensical things. There should be no compromise at all. It's a very self-certifying state. You cannot say when it is so. You just cannot say. Itself, the state will certify that I am all right now. I have reached that state. You cannot say after 5 hours, 3 minutes, 2 seconds, you will become that. You just mature and you see that maturity within you. Once you understand that unless and until you become your ideals, you are not a Sahaja Yogi. Everybody can call themselves Sahaja Yogi. There's no inauguration. We don't have any sort of a inauguration of a university where people can come and get their degrees and diplomas. All right, you are certified twice born. There are some who are several times twice born. They are twice born today, tomorrow they are not. Then again they come twice born, again twice born. Some of them can be 108 times twice born in surgery. And even then they are not certified. So you have to give yourself a certificate. There is no university to do that. You have to understand yourself. What are your problems? Why you are behaving like that? You treat yourself as a child. When it is needed, you have to rebuke yourself. When you have to purify yourself. So now you separate. You become the mother, the spirit is the mother, and you, whatever you are, which has to grow, is the child. Mother is the ideal. She is the inspiration. She is the power. And the child is the recipient. If the child is an obstinate fellow, then you can't do anything about it. Also find out. You might be one of them. I know who are they like that. There are many. And you can find them out in no time. Obstinate fellows, if they live with 10 people, suddenly we hear reports of their existence. They are quite eloquent. Even if they are not talking a word, people can tell you, I had a fight with such and such. That person said such and such thing to me. That person was so cruel to me. That person demanded this. You know which person it is, where. You see, as diamond can be made out, thorns can be made out also anytime you go near the thorn, anyone. Without exception, it will bite everyone. It is not going to spare, it's a thorn. So thorn has to be a thorn. But if you are a Sahaja Yogi, you have to be a flower. And a strong flower. And an eternal flower that always grows, does not fade. Always growing, never fades. Such a flower you have to be. Then you will be surprised that you do not get into a trip of ego, neither you go into a complete collapse of super ego. So much you know that any one of you can be called as a scholar, I can tell you. I mean, so many times people have asked me, are they all scholars that you have, your disciples? You know so much more than any saint ever knew, I can assure. But you know only in the brain, outside. It's all blah, blah, blah. It comes to the brain, you use it to show off to others, and finished. It doesn't even settle down there. Then how will it go to the heart? So everybody is talking big. They can impress people. I mean, if some journalists come here, they'll be so impressed by the Sahaja Yogis. So many wise men in England sitting down here. But you laugh at yourself. You have known all this because I've been speaking too much. Also, the spirit is shining. Let your spirit shine in such a way that people know this is a man who's completely integrated. The spirit, the talk, the behavior, the life itself is complete. And this is what is Sahasrara. So if there is no integration, you have not achieved your Sahasrara. There will be no need to pull your ears. A day should come when you all will raise your heads with great pride and glory. Because your ideals will shine like ornaments. I want to say those days when all those who claim to be Sahaja Yogis become that. That's the most important thing. All other things are useless. Getting an ashram, getting this, doing that. Forget it. What you have to manage is this child which has to grow, who is still naughty, sometimes tries to misbehave. Now put it right. Give it a name. You call yourself a Sahaja Yogi, and that child as Mr. X, Mr. Y, whatever your name has been. And always try to tell. Now will you behave yourself? Get up in the morning, have your bath, sit down for meditation. And you feel lazy, the child says I can't, then you accept the child. Then the child will become the mother and you will be losing your powers. Excuses. The child knows, very intelligent. It's a very clever child. Extremely intelligent. Knows how to deceive you. But the child also knows innately what it needs. If it comes to know that the mother in you has developed that personality, then it accepts mother's personality. But if the child knows the mother herself is weak, then he starts taking advantage of the mother. So you have to not fight yourself, but to tame. And this is very easy. You start enjoying it, looking at yourself. Oh, Mr. So and so. Then you won't be angry. I know how to handle you. You are hiding behind there, all right? Giving excuses. And the child grows big. So big that mother sees that and is amazed. Like in Sri Krishna's childhood. The mother was Yashoda. And the child was Sri Krishna. It's very symbolic. And he used to play very naughty tricks. And she said, you went and ate that mud from there. I know you have eaten. He said, how can I eat? How can I? I can't even go out of the house. I'm sitting down here. Where is the mud? How can I eat? You did eat. I know you have eaten. So, better show me your mouth. He says, really? And then the mouth opens and the complete Vishwasvarupa. Complete vision of the whole Vishwa she sees. And the mother falls at his feet. That's what it should be. This mother has to fall at the feet of the child that has grown. Very symbolic. That is how you have to grow into that Vishwaswarup, into that collective being, into that Virata. Arjuna and Sri Krishna is another very good symbolic thing. Arjuna was a friend, used to take liberties with Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna tried to tell him about Gita, all these things. But still, Sri Krishna could not convince him of that. All these were just outside, blah, blah, blahs. As mother talks are very entertaining, very humorous, nice to hear them. Instead of listening to any music, better to hear mother's talks. And then the people think, if they are listening to mother, they have become mother already. That's what happened to Arjuna also. found out that there's something lacking in him, that he has not become the ideal. Still, his attention is not there as it should have been. So he asked Shri Krishna, I think I'll see your great image. Krishna said, all right, are you prepared? He said, yes, I'm prepared. And then he became the Virata, the vision of the Virata. And when he saw it, he said, stop it, it's too much for me. That's what should happen to your friend who is this child. That it should become that Virat. When you see that, you should be amazed at yourself, oh God, I have grown like this. Just like Yashoda falling at the feet of the little child. You have to fall at the feet of the child that is within. I'm sure this will happen now. So remember that no argument, no explanation. Mother is forgiving. She'll forgive you everything. You know that. Anything you do, I'll forgive you. Even if you murder me, I'll forgive you. But you won't be able to forgive yourself. So allow that child to grow.
We can meditate for some time on music. So let us just take the essence of this talk, and beautiful message from Shri Mataji. Mother, we promise today that the child within us will be always looked after by this mother, and we will always be facing ourselves, improving ourselves in our meditations, in our introspection every day. Mother, please make us the beautiful flower, a powerful flower, not covered, not fearful, but the fearless, beautiful flower like a lotus. Thank you, Mother Kundalini, for giving us this knowledge and this experience. Without your love, this has not been possible. Thank you, Mother Kundalini, and thank you, Shri Mataji, for giving us this wonderful knowledge and wonderful meditation experience. So I'll just hand it over to Manika. Thank you, and Jai Shri Mataji. We can raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Let us raise our Kundalini. Thank you, and please forgive me if any mistakes. Jai Shri Mataji.
Thanks a lot, Sonika Didi. That was really beautiful and amazing. A very simple, straightforward meditation. So hope you've all enjoyed it as well, guys. And on that note, what we'll do is we will put a bit of music on. So if you need to go now, thank you for joining, and thank you for sticking by in these past 45 days or so. Time really has flown. I think we will miss these daily interactions for sure. But as Monica said, it's Wednesdays and Sundays from here on. So our next session, when we will see you all, will be this Sunday, and more details will come in the WhatsApp group. So if you're not a member of the WhatsApp group, please post your numbers in the chat box now so that we can add you. If you're brand new as well, you can put your name and number as well and specify you are brand new so that we can cater for you. That way we can ensure that all of you have been catered for. And as Monica said, she's working behind the scenes to pair you up with a mentor, which will also happen in the coming days. So on this note, we'll have a QA panel shortly. So like I said, we'll just put a bit of music on for a couple of minutes. If you have to go, thank you so much for coming, and we hope you enjoyed today's session. And if you're staying back, take this couple of minutes as a break or to continue meditating, and we'll see you in about 3 to 4 minutes.
मनोभूद्यहङ्कार चेतानेनाहम् न चाश्रोत्रजीवे न चाघ्राणनेत्रे न चाव्योमभूमिन तेजो न वायो चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न चाप्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायो न वै सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशा न वा पाणिपादं न चोपस्तपायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे द्वेषरागो न मे लोभमोहो मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्
Okay, guys, so thank you for providing contact details. We have started capturing them and we'll start adding you to the WhatsApp group slowly, so probably tonight or so. As I said, don't just give emails, please give numbers as well if you do use WhatsApp, because that is the fastest way to communicate. As we will add you to our WhatsApp group and you'll get instant communication of what programs are happening and a platform to also ask questions and be paired up with your mentor. So if you haven't provided your number, so basically if in your WhatsApp at the moment you cannot see a group called like 21 days intermediate, that means you're probably not part of the group. So yep, just pop your number in the chat and we will accommodate you to add you in the group as well. Okay, so without further ado, let's get on stage Uncle Edwin, Uncle John Michelle, and also Auntie Rita and Auntie Jenny. So you guys might remember our classic leads from the beginner series, which we have loved a lot. And we just couldn't resist to invite them back today for our last night in the intermediate series. Just FYI, guys, there is only one WhatsApp group, which is the intermediate one. So as Monica said, we're not going to create an advanced one. It's just the same. So if you are in the intermediate, you just stay there. And like she said, don't exit the group because we will just keep updating it. I think Anil, did you have a question? You have your hand raised. Anil Seth, is everything okay? So Anil, you can unmute yourself. You have your hand up. Is everything all right?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
How can you help?
Jai Shri Mataji.
Audition. Oh,
Hello.
Uncle Anil, I think from last time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
How are
last time.
you?
I'm fine, right? Yeah. And I just wanted to share something right now.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. The one Sahajogini took the meditation before. I don't know her name, but same prayers I was praying to Shri Mataji today morning. The same prayer what she took today. So it was like, whatever was in my heart that I wanted to share. She has taken the same prayer today in this session.
Yeah.
That's what I think, very amazing thing, miracle. Whatever,
Yes.
if we are not connected also, but whatever we pray in our heart, that goes to Shri Mataji Lotus feet, and then some Sahajogi also do the same thing, what we desire sometimes. So it is like a connection. Yeah.
Yes.
Tulash is very easy, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one
No,
thing, one thing more I would like to share.
Yep.
Last week I was trying to keep myself in the balance, like, left side, right side. I was trying very hard to feel the vibration on both the
Yeah.
hand, but by some reason I was not feeling proper vibrations on both the side, left or right. So I was asking to Shri Mataji why I'm doing 2 times food soaking and the candle treatment also on the right side. I'm doing some balancing. But I'm not feeling the very strong vibrations. What is the reason, Shri Mataji? So I was just asking, like, like a small child asking to mother, why this is happening? It's not feeling proper vibration. So suddenly I got up and then I went to the shop, flower shop. Then I bought a very nice bouquet from there, and then I bought at my home and put it in front of Shri Mataji. And then I just sit for some time. Suddenly I started feeling the full vibrations on both the hand without anything, like, without doing any balancing or whatever. So
Yeah.
oh, so this is, I think, something we try to what we force ourselves, that I want to become in balance or something. But if you have what we call a love for your mother, our mother, and if we offer some flower also, then we go into a balance without doing any balancing. That's what.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Uncle. Great to hear those stories, and it's very relatable. I can see all of us are nodding and smiling.
But it's
That
very important. It's very important. It's a beautiful, beautiful
Absolutely.
saying. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that it's very
Thank
common, guys. You will notice that so it's just amazing sometimes how your meditation some days just directly target what you need. Like you might be thinking about it that day, or some issue might be bothering you, and the affirmations the lead says just helps target that concern or issue you're feeling. So it's like Uncle Anil just said that, yeah, we're all connected, and that's how the divine knows what we need daily, because it changes every day, the state we're in. And like he also said, sometimes it's not about doing all that effort that, oh, I must foot soak, I must do this, I must do that. It's just sometimes expressing that love, like Monica showed you all how to clean your altar with the rose water, do a bit of incense, put some flowers, expressing that love, or a Sanskrit word called bhakti, they say, that comes from your heart, invokes those vibrations. This is why we say, when you give a gift to someone or you do something kind, you feel that joy because you're emitting the positive vibrations. So thank you again. And I think what we'll do is we'll do a bit of story or experience sharing, our yogis may have. Let's start with Auntie Jenny. Do you have any story or experiences to share?
Oh, I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see if I have any experiences to share. I feel this whole 21 days, or now it's become 40 days, is definitely an experience that I will want to talk about in the future. I've been on several tours where we have traveled around the world to spread Sahaja Yoga. And I was speaking to Vaibhav the other day that this very much feels like a tour, but without having to leave my couch. It is really incredible watching everyone grow in Sahaja Yoga, and not only our brand new people, but also the Sahaja Yogis. I know how much I've changed through through these sessions. And now I'm very lucky to be meditating with people on different days from all over the world. So this has certainly been a wonderful experience for me, and something that I tell everyone about, to join this series and to experience the joy.
That's really nice, Auntie Jen. And I think we've all said that it's like a tour. And I'll show you guys like a little video we actually have of tours that have been done in the past pre-COVID. Seems like a dream now, going on an airplane. So hopefully it'll happen soon. So I'll show you guys a little snippet later that, yeah, Sahaja Yoga, as you can see, is not just about being super serious and meditating all the time. That actually makes us very rigid and blocks the vibrations and the flow. We actually, I think, are a pretty fun bunch. We're very spontaneous. I think we do like to party in a fun way as well. So I will show you guys that a bit later. And yeah, it's been a blessing to be part of this. Like you said, Auntie Jen, we're just at home, good internet, a laptop, and we're just almost traveling the world in a way. Uncle John Michelle, what do you have to add? Or any experiences or stories?
Just what Jenny said just before is very inspiring, I think, about the joy. And joy is a driver for me since I started meditating. And we are very lucky in Australia. We have this music group called Music of Joy, and a few of us have been lucky to travel together. And the name Music of Joy is really what it is. It's why are we sticking together for 10 or 15 years or more? Because the joy is permanent. It's spontaneous. It's for me, joy is a sign of balance, where your love can be expressed, and you don't feel any pressure from anything, from anybody. And in that balance, you can completely express yourself. You can discover your divinity, and you can share it with others. And this is for me, it's most important, because we can all, with certain techniques of breathing, we can achieve thoughtlessness, and we can demonstrate like Guru Tattva, we say, where we can demonstrate self-discipline and all these type of things. But the joy we cannot control. The joy is something spontaneous. And when joy happens, we have to hold on to this. Because even if I don't feel cool in my hands, for example, if I feel the joy, that's important. So that's what I feel.
For sure. That's really nice. And Auntie Jen, yeah, you got something? Or?
I just wanted to add that, yes, when we first start, it's very easy to be very caught up on what we're feeling on our hands, like Jean-Michel said. But if we do that, if we're always trying to analyze what's on our hands, which is certainly important, but we don't want to do it all the time. Because if we do, then we're stuck at the Agya level and we don't get to Sahasrara. So sometimes we just have to let it all go, surrender it, and know that it will work out. And that's how we do get to the joy, and that's how we clear out very powerfully.
Very nice, Auntie Jen. Thanks for that. Auntie Rita. Actually, sorry, before I go to you, Auntie Rita, sorry. Ankita, you had your hand raised. Apologies, I didn't get to you. Is everything okay, or did you have something to share? Like,
Yes, I have a very beautiful experience to share. Just to answer you. Am I audible clearly?
you're kind of buzzing. Like, there's like a buzz sound that's coming. It's a bit hard to hear you. Are you there? Oh, she dropped out, I think.
Yes.
Anyways, are you there? Oh.
Hello. Now, am I audible?
Yes, that's much better. Yes. Are you there, Ankita? Or?
Unmute.
Okay, maybe dropped out or. Okay,
Come
that's all
back.
right. No worries.
Hello?
Okay. Oh, there she is. Yeah.
Am I audible? Yes.
Oh, she dropped out again. Oh, and she's there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, see, last Sunday, there was an interactive session where, rooms were created, and I was with Auntie Jenny, right? And, that day there were many issues with my device and, Bluetooth and all. So, initially, my voice was not audible to her. And then later on, I just went out of the room and to manage the things and again to join. But by that time, she finished the meditation. So then again, her voice was not clear. And I was very much frustrated, because I was waiting from long days that I want that personal interactive session, that someone will be there with me and will tell, okay, let's work on this chakra and let us go ahead. That mental activity was there in my mind, that wherever I am, lacking will be worked out together, and I'll go ahead in my spiritual journey. And that was the kind of thought in my mind. But at the end, it couldn't happen. Okay, that was over. Next day again the session started and so on. After that a thought came in my mind, should I message Auntie Jenny? I'll get that number from the group. Then I thought, okay, Liv, I don't want to do. I should not cling on that thought. Let me go ahead. Then you know what? To my surprise, after a few days, Auntie Jenny's message was there on my personal number that Ankita, you are coming in my attention, and I could not interact you nicely that day. Why don't we meditate together? And if you have any, query, you can ask. And I was like, I couldn't believe what this has happened. But I couldn't reply that day. I replied her next day, Auntie, I can tell you, I'm so happy that I wanted to meditate with you and I couldn't. I had to leave the room. And I was so frustrated. I was feeling bad. That what happens every day it is going smooth, and on the very important day I'm getting this problem. And you know what, then she said, okay, when you want to let's meditate together, which day will be suitable? I said, okay, let the session complete and maybe Monday, Tuesday. And she said, okay, let us meet on Tuesday. And then, I was okay. That I had a strong desire, okay, to meditate with her. That's it, nothing else. Now the Tuesday comes, okay. As such, I never miss my child's class. That day I missed my child's class. And as such, the time we had decided was 3:45 IST, that is Indian time. That is before the session, okay. Session is at 4:15. So I was okay. And then that day maid also came early. That day I never take bath early. That day I took bath early. And then I get the message from Auntie Jenny that, Ankita, I'm free from 11 IST. So you can just tell me whenever you are visible, you feel comfortable. Then I was like, okay, Auntie, I'll be there at 11:15. And we were there. We met at 11:15. And I had that hidden that that thought in my mind that someone should tell me that, Ankita, work on this chakra and you will go ahead. Okay, this was my desire. Okay, this was my feeling. I didn't tell to Auntie. But you know what? After we said, she asked me, Ankita, do you feel the vibration? And I said, Auntie, I don't feel. I don't know if I have felt. Yes, I feel sometimes sketches, but I'm not clear. Then she said, okay, let us ask Shri Mataji today, what is your condition today, and let us move ahead accordingly. So I was all the more happy. What is this happening? This is all happening as I wished. And then when we set for that, we prayed to Shri Mataji. When we asked Shri Mataji, where is what is the condition of Ankita, and how do we work today? And after some time, I started laughing, and Auntie Jenny asked me, yes, Auntie Jenny asked me, what happened, Ankita? How are you feeling? And I said, Auntie, I'm feeling very good. I'm not feeling anything. And she said, absolutely. Both the hands are cool, and there is no problem at all. You seem to be absolutely fine. And I was amazed. See, I am waiting for from so many days to know where I am lacking. And Shri Mataji is saying, Ankita, you are all right. So this was a beautiful experience. Still, we had a very good meditation with mantras. So this is all about just having pure desire and then surrendering, and how it works out beautifully without even saying to the person. So lots of love to Jenny Auntie, and thanks to Shri Mataji for giving me this very strong and beautiful experience. Thank you so much. Jai Shri Mataji.
That's just wonderful, Ankita. Thank you so much. I think we'll one day have to put you here with all of us on this panel, because you've nailed it. Just saying things like pure desire and, just surrendering. But it's wonderful to hear your experience. Auntie Jenny is not a paid psychic, so this just shows the power of Sahaja Yoga, that we are all connected. And yeah, it's amazing, like you said, Ankita, that sometimes you just have these desires in your heart, like, oh, I wish this, or I want this. And sometimes you wonder, no, it's not going to work out. But if it is genuinely pure, it just happens. Like Auntie Jenny contacted you out of the blue. You guys had a meditation. So wonderful. Thank you again, Ankita. On that note,
Rashita, only you can say things like that.
Yeah.
Eh? Only you can say things like that Auntie Jenny is not a paid psychic.
Just disclaimer, guys. So was there someone else? Sorry, who I think I heard another voice.
Yeah, my name's Kathy. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Kathy.
You can't see me. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at computers, and this is the first time that I've been able to get through to the chat room.
Yep, welcome.
Hi, how are you? Yeah,
good. How are you?
I'm good. I wanted to say that I've really enjoyed the time that I've had here. Everybody's laughing. There's a bit of a lag on my computer. You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I know what the problem is. Just a second. Because I had it on my phone and my computer for some reason. I had a complete space out today about where to. But I just want to say that I've really enjoyed I did the beginners and intermediate, And I only missed one night where I wasn't feeling well. I thought I'm just not up to it, so I didn't do that night. But I've just finished the intermediate, and I've really liked it, and I'm looking forward to. I have to wait a few days before I can give you my WhatsApp number because I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah.
But in the chat room, I've put my my details. I put my my email so that you can contact me by email if need be. But I just wanted to say thanks to all of you. It's been a really great experience, and it's also been a learning lesson for me on how to use a computer. Because I'm a bit of a computer version, but yes, you can see me in the corner. I think hang on. So yeah, it's gone.
So we can see like a light bulb, and I think it's your light. I don't know if the camera needs to be shifted.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I'm not sure what the problem is.
That's all right.
You can't see me. I can hear you in proper time now, but yeah, it's been good because I've had some stresses lately, and I was very stressed out last Monday, and I did the yoga, and it really helped. So yeah, there. Why is I don't know why there. I'm sorry, I have no idea why there's a picture of a lamp there.
That's okay.
And it's me. I don't really look like that.
Okay. I'd be worried if you did.
So I was able to sit down and have the meditation, and I rang my sister and said, I had the meditation session, and I meditated on what was bothering me, and I was able to sort of get over it or come to terms with it. So
yeah,
she was saying how good it was that I had an outlet for something like that. So anyway, that's just what I've got to say.
No, that's awesome, Kathy. Thank you so much, and good on you for braving the technology. I know can be using Zoom's different, but well done.
So I wasn't able to do the individual chat rooms because I couldn't work it out. But I'm very proud of myself that I've actually worked out how to get through to you. So even though I look like a lamp,
you'll get there.
Big shout out to you. The shining light.
Thank you very much. It's been nice.
It's a beautiful lamp.
Yeah, it's a beautiful lamp. One thing that I did want to ask you, Rashita, is that can you go into YouTube and replay some of the
meditation
sessions or
meditation sessions? Yeah. Can you go back into YouTube? You can. So I can go back. Yeah. Okay, that'd be great.
So if you hop on our website, all the videos are there. Just scroll there, all right from day one, the beginners till now. Yep.
Yeah, my sister's my secretary. She helps me. She helps me. But I'm trying to learn on my own. Otherwise, I'll never. So I'm really happy with myself today because I've worked it out.
That's awesome. And also, Kathy, and just for everyone, generally your WhatsApp number is the same as your mobile number. So do pop it in the chat box.
WhatsApp, I can do that. Yep.
So don't say it out loud because of privacy. Just type it in the chat box and we'll mark it down. It's just generally.
I didn't know what that was. Yeah.
That's all right. It's just generally some people might have two numbers. So if you've got an overseas number, maybe your WhatsApp is connected to an overseas number different to your, say, local mobile. So just FYI.
Yeah. So because I wasn't able to break off into the groups. The one-on-one groups because I couldn't work it out. But but I'm getting there. So
you'll get there. Don't worry. Baby steps. No, thanks a lot, Kathy. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Thank you.
That's okay.
Is there anyone else actually? We actually wanted to open the floor out to you guys as well. So if you have an experience you'd like to share, you're more than welcome to put the raise hand icon, or you can unmute yourself and just jump on board. So does anyone want to share anything else before I move to Auntie Rita? Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Auntie
Oh.
Rita, and actually, there we go, Deborah. Yep, Deborah, would you like to share
Go
something?
ahead. Oh, might have been Deborah. Or maybe
Yeah, I'm not a lamp either.
Okay.
I just wanted to share that I've had an amazing time. Like I wanted for a long time something like this to happen,
Yeah.
because it is so direct to the spirit, you know, and it's not like you don't have the distraction. So it's like, it's wonderful to meet in person too. I'm not denigrating it, but there's something so powerful about how this is taking place. And the other thing is, I mean, I've been having great time and feeling the vibrations, but just I think he's just gone, and now I can't remember his name, but the guy who was speaking about putting flowers out.
Anil.
Oh yes, Anil. Yes.
Anil.
Yeah, you know, because I was thinking today, I was trying to get out of the left side, and so I was like doing a little bit of jogging, and then I was preparing for the meeting, and I had a shower and everything. And I'd noticed earlier today, the flowers that I've got, like I've got some red geraniums, and they were dropping a little bit, and I thought, oh yeah, I must like get new flowers, and I didn't get around to it. And so, you know, I had a shower and I was ready for the meeting and everything. And I was like, I'm not feeling the vibrations as strongly tonight. Like, what is it?
Yeah.
And I think it was the flowers. Like, really? It's like really obvious now that, I mean, it might be something else I'm doing wrong, but I don't know. But I just sort of thought, because other times it's just been incredible. And I just want to thank everybody for all the tremendous effort that you've been to, and the thought behind putting relevant excerpts together to build a picture. This is not easy, because you know, you're getting some continuity, you're building people's idea. This is really admirable stuff, and it's taking Sahaja Yoga to another place. So I'm very grateful for it, because it's given me a new access point, you know. But anyway, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. That was really awesome, Deborah. Thank you so much. And it's amazing, like you said, that something small, like even just the flowers, or I don't know, it can be anything really minor, really. It's just human tendency. I think we feel that when something is like those flowers are wilting, subconsciously we're like, okay. It's like, they're not perfect. So it does hinder or hamper our flow of the vibrations, because even though mentally it's like, oh yeah, I'll just buy them tomorrow. It's like, you know, we're creating a piece of art that there's a bit of smudge in that drawing. I'm not happy with it, and it creates that blockage. So it's great. You guys are identifying little things that, this is not right. This is why I'm blocked. I'm not feeling the vibrations, and you're finding that there are simple solutions to getting those vibrations back. So well done, everyone. That's really nice.
I feel that we have evolved so much, because now our only issue is really, it's about flowers, you know.
Yeah, that's right. The
I find
flowers.
it very beautiful.
Yeah, that's it.
We
So
come
if
a
you're
long
having
way.
issues, buy flowers. So, and if you've got flowers, they're probably wilting. That's why you're probably not feeling vibrations. So, no, thanks for that, Uncle John Michelle. Auntie Rita, let's go to you. Any experiences, stories, or if even a reflection of the past 45 days? So.
You know how difficult it is. Every time someone was talking something and saying, oh yeah, that story, oh yeah, that story, and it's like, oh yeah, that's the, you know, you kind of have all these. But the last 45 days has been amazing. Like you said, I mean, it takes us back to when I was your age, when we were young, and you know, doing
the Ganpati Pule and the tours and getting ready for the tours and doing the programs, and it was just amazing time. But the stories that like Anil and others were talking about, trying and thinking and that, and eventually just giving in and surrendering. But that's the whole thing. Like Sri Buddha, when you talk about Sri Buddha, that's what happened. He was searching, he was doing all that, from being a prince to going and doing everything, going around, and then he just gets tired under the Bodhi tree. He just surrenders and he gets his realization. And that's basically the whole thing. It's just that surrender and allowing it to happen. So when we are meditating, if we're thinking about it, if we are trying to meditate, then you're not letting it happen, because that mental trying is happening. But look, I think the last couple of days, this memory keeps popping up in my head about, so I'm going to share. There's a couple of short stories about when I was a student. So I think one is when I was doing bachelor's. So, my final exams were happening, chemistry exam, analytical chemistry. I remember that definitely. And we had just prepared. I prepared well, and so I thought, and I had this thought go in my head, oh yeah, I've done it really, because I had done like 3 revisions of the whole subject and going, yeah, I've done, it's great, I'm going to blitz it. And I had this strange dream that night, as if, this funny stuff, and I got up, yeah, whatever. And as I'm driving driving my moped to uni, my moped stops, and like there's no petrol in it, and then I'm going, what, that for that 1 second you're thinking, hang on, how is this possible? There's no petrol in the moped, because I just filled petrol, as I know, the other day. And then there's, the guy comes, this auto rickshaw fellow, which you never hear about in India, comes over and stops next to me, and he gets petrol out of his auto rickshaw and puts it in my moped. And he goes, oh, look, I'll follow you. And as I get off at the petrol station and look behind, and these 2 girls go to the auto rickshaw, and I had this thought fly through my head. They literally look divine. I mean, the way they were walking, kind of thing. You have that Apsara kind of stuff just flying through the head, and then they just kind of go off. And I'm going, where have they gone? Because he was supposed to be waiting for me so I could pay him for the petrol and stuff. Get to the exam room, and then I just crack up laughing, because everything, I look at the question paper, I have studied everything, I know everything, and I cannot remember a single thing. And I went, I am so sorry, Shri Mataji, for my egotistical thing that I have studied and I have done it. And, just asked for forgiveness, put a bandhan on the paper, and went, I just surrender. And then suddenly, like the answers start to flow. And literally, if you asked me after I finished what I wrote, I had absolutely no idea. I just went, just let me pass the paper. I ask for forgiveness. I will never think that I am the one doing it. And yeah, that was just a strange experience. And then on the other side, I think this is again in masters, when I was doing, our professor had said, we have set the paper, this is what you have to study, and the whole question paper will be kind of on these things. And that was the last paper. I was sitting and studying, and the next thing I knew, I woke up in the morning. I had completely fallen asleep at the desk, which had never, ever, ever in my life happened to me. And then my friend wanted to get a lift with me. She was running late, and then as she was coming to the moped, she fell down. So then we got delayed even more. And then as we were going to the exam again, for some reason, my moped stopped. So we had to take an auto rickshaw, which was like the slowest auto rickshaw that you have seen in the world. It was like, tak, 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 tak. So we were running late. We were literally 15 minutes late getting to the final exam. And when we got there, everyone had gone to their rooms. But in our room that we were, so the whole time I was just attention on Shri Mataji. I surrender, I'm just going to watch what's happening. Actually, when she came, ran and fell, I'm going, and when I got up in the morning, I'm going, there's something happening today. I'm just going to watch the drama of what's happening. Got there when no one was in the hall. I said, Shri Mataji, I completely surrender to you. In the whole college of like 60 rooms that the exams were going, our room was the only room that all the answer papers that they had given were unstapled. So they basically had to send those back and get a whole section, a whole lot of new. And as soon as we walked in the room, the papers arrived. So we did not miss the 20 minutes of the exam time at all. And when the question paper come in front of me, and I went, I just started to laugh, and my friends looking at me, like everyone looked so worried. And the reason I was laughing was it would not have mattered even if I had stayed up all night to study, because the paper was nothing like what the lecturer had said it would be. So again, just put Bandhan mother, I will answer came which I haven't studied, or you remembered. Like the answers to the questions were things that I don't know when I had studied it or heard about it. And it was, yes, I'm just going to write what comes in my head and go, mother, please just let me pass. and it's not just passing. You get good marks, but it's just that kind of watching and learning, that knowledge. And I think that was, I remember mother kind of saying at one of the talks where Vidya, the knowledge, the goddess of knowledge and the goddess of memory, they are both within you, which is the Kundalini. So to accept that she is the knowledge within you, she is the ability within you, and she is that energy within you, right? Everything is there. So it is just for you to accept it, and then she starts to flow and she starts to work it out. So yeah, there you go. That was interesting.
That's really nice, Auntie Rita. I think a lot of us could probably look back at our college days and remember those stressful moments of exams and miracles happening. So thank you. Wow. I think before I go to Uncle Edwin, I think Kathy, you had your hand raised. Did you want to add something, or? So you just unmute, Kathy. You'll just have to unmute yourself. And we can see you finally, which is awesome. So.
Oh, you can see me, can you?
Yes, we can.
I figured out what was wrong because I had my phone. I've got my phone and my computer together, and my phone was under the lamp.
Right.
So the picture on my phone was of the lamp. So yeah. I was what I meant to say was when we were meditating today, I was thinking how absolutely wonderful it would be if Shamaji came to Australia. I was just thinking about when we were meditating, I was thinking how wonderful that would be if But I'm also just figuring out the technology, so bear with me. Now, I understand that what that means now. If I say put my hand up, it means I want to say something.
Yes,
cool.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
All right. Oh, there you can see me there. Yeah, oh, just down the bottom. Just the top of my head.
It's a good start. So
all right,
good job.
Thank you.
No worries, Kathy. So I'll just quickly add, guys, that Shri Mataji, we probably have mentioned this in past episodes, that she has unfortunately passed away. She did in 2011.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah, so but if you do definitely say YouTube, say Shri Mataji and then your country's name. She's done many talks across the world, and probably even in the country or city you're currently at. And there might also be maybe some videos as well of maybe Shri Mataji just going around in your respective country, when she would sort of meet other people or do tours and things like that. So yeah, unfortunately it is sad. Us yogis also do miss her. I know a lot of yogis have had much close contact with her, or at least have seen her from afar. So she is dearly missed, but I think the beauty is that her personality or spirit is as such that even if you see her photograph, touch wood, you don't feel that sadness really. Like I sometimes feel more sad when I see actual people I know who have sort of passed away, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's sad. But Shamaji, you look at her and you think she's all pervading. She's everywhere. She's in the nature. She's in the people we're talking with now. So she lives eternally, like we say, the eternal spirit or the eternal awareness. And on that note, Uncle Edwin, yeah, do you want to add anything to it and any experiences to share? And welcome back. We have missed you, so yes.
Thank you, Rashida. And I want to thank everybody in the room for your persistence, patience, and just making this such a successful event. From my point of view, this is like a dream come true. When you talk about the attention and your pure desire, for me, this is a desire that has materialized. For years and years, having lived in a regional town here in Townsville, a lot of yogis have come over time, did a lot of work to try and establish a collective and give people realization. We were not that privileged to have this kind of high level of technological advancements over the years. But my strong desire for the few times that I was able to catch a program from one of the major centers on a Ustream or whatever, and I'd just say, you guys got to do this every week. Okay, it fizzled out because not everybody had a smartphone and not everybody had a computer or whatever the restrictions were. But in my heart of hearts, I said, I prayed very hard to Shri Mataji, and I said, you know, we've got to do something to look after people in the regional areas where there aren't enough yogis and things like that, in spite of all the efforts that people have been putting in. It's very difficult to give the kind of support that this program is given on a day-to-day basis. So like if you look at the work that has been done in and around this part of Queensland, not only by myself, but all the previous yogis that lived in the area and the Brisbane collective, they do these country tours and things like that, give people realization, but there isn't anybody there to support them and give them that continuous hand-holding, so to speak, or whatever you want to call it. And then she brought COVID. Well, she increased the technology and then she brought COVID and fixed everything up just like that. And I tell you, in the last 24 months, I mean, it's like a feast for me. I can attend collective wherever I want to. It's brought all the disciplines back. It's enhanced my meditations. It's created just, you can't actually explain the words, but you guys get it. You know what I mean? Because we've all been somewhere where we've had the desire to change the dynamic or change the seeker profile. That's what I like to call it, because profile is a good word. So, so what I'm saying is that if you've got the pure desire, and if you get the ego out the way, and just remember that, you know, you are not doing anything. You can't do anything, in fact. You know, the divine is doing everything, and you have a very privileged position to sit around this table and have your Kundalini awoken. And if you can just put your attention on that privilege on its own, and just try to humble down and be patient with yourself, man, you got a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. And that is the thing. That is the thing. And I've seen it, like with the Tuesday programs that I run over here. We have about 10 to 12 people come in, and people have always got, you know, because you're still in your head and you're still trying to work out, I mean, what is real and what is not real? You know, do I go to mindfulness or do I go to this place or that place? Who's telling the truth? But I'm not shy to tell them the truth. I only make one statement. I say, look, you've come to the right place because there isn't anything else. Everything else has a commercial twist. Everything else has other agendas and attention. We only have one attention, your spirit. And the reason why we have our attention on the spirit, because it is the only thing that can fix the world's problems, not just your little problem. It can fix the world's problems. And that's why, as Shri Mataji says, the highest of the highest thing you can do for anybody is give them the self-realization. We've done that. We've achieved it. We've been able to nurture people from the most remotest corners of the world. As long as they had a little iPhone or a computer, we're all connected now. This is a game changer. And from here on, the number of people that we can reach and the number of people that can get their realization and the number of people that can influence all the bad habits, the greed, the pollution and all the environmental issues and everything that we talk about, and people want to carry placards and stand in the corner and lie down and tie themselves to trees and things are not required. All we need to do now is we need to mobilize this to the next level. And we're already doing it. So all we need to do is to just surrender it, clear the Swadhisthana chakra, the creativity will just flow and be ready to go with the flow. So for me, like I said, it's a dream come true. And, you know, I've had my moments. The thing is, some of the experiences, they might seem trivial and simple, but when you sit back and you think about it, I mean, she just gives you just a little taste of how good things can be for you. The question is, how distracted are you from seeking your spirit, from settling down, from trying to attain that ultimate balance? And yes, you know, you have to fall down to wake up. So some people have to fall down many times to wake up and rise higher. So don't be alarmed. My message to everybody in the room, don't get despondent if you're having a bad day. Just remember that, what was it? Was it Shakespeare who said, the world's a stage, you've got to play a part. So there you go. You just play your part, do your bit, and just remember, be kind to yourself.
Shri Mataji.
And your patent line, you have to be patient with yourself.
That's right.
As Uncle Edwin says, you have to be patient with yourself.
Love yourself, be patient with yourself.
Yeah,
and be kind to yourself.
Yeah, the problem is we get so caught up and distracted. And I've got a new line now. A new line is, be an opportunistic person. Opportunity to meditate wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Sometimes, and my example is, you're standing in a lineup waiting to get served, buy tickets or buy food or whatever, and you are hungry and the line is too long. Don't put your attention on the fella that's struggling to take his money out and holding the queue up, because you'll get more irritated and you'll get frustrated. Take it as an opportunity. Mother's given me some time to put my attention on my chakras, awaken my kundalini. Feel my fingers, what's catching? Let's attend to that. So there's so many opportunities that present itself. You're in a traffic jam, you can meditate while in a traffic jam. Who's stopping you? You're only stopping yourself. So that's what I'm saying. My message to everybody, look at all the opportunities that are being presented every day, every second in your life, to make your life better or be a better person than you were yesterday. So it doesn't become overwhelming. You're just comparing 2 days. So yesterday, I was a bad chap. I ate too much chocolate. Today, I can't eat as much chocolate as I had yesterday. Because
Rachita's laughing because she's just had chocolate.
Look, that is, I think it's a nice example, because it's not it's not terribly insulting about our real bad habits. So, so what I'm saying is just the fundamentals are in place for all of you in this room, and you can be whatever you want to be, and you can rise to whatever height you want to rise. You are only limited by what you want to do. Just remember that. What you are connected to is the forces of nature that make the universe work. And your brain can't even imagine the enormity of that power. So the only way to do it is to settle down, be patient, and look at your little gains. Every little gain that you've made, whether you had a good night's sleep or whether you didn't curse and swear at your boss like you normally do because he is such an obnoxious character, forget about all that. Look at what little gains you're making and build on those. And you'll be surprised. One morning you'll wake up and say, wow, man, I didn't swear anybody today. That's a transformation in itself. So what I'm saying,
yeah, there's one thing you said that is very, very good, is that see, I experienced this myself before, is especially when we're starting meditation, if we feel down or overwhelmed with our own problems, one way of coming out of this is to actually give vibrations to people. Like, as you said before, you stand in a queue and you have nothing to do with your mask on and everything. And then you look at people around you, and mentally in your desire, you just raise their kundalinis, you just one after the other. And I've done this several times, and it just fills me up with joy. And some people spontaneously start talking to me. And even someone one day asked me about, we were talking and I just mentioned about meditation, and this person just got realization like this in the street. It's incredible. So we, even if we are shy of speaking about it, we can just our desire, project our desire to someone with the desire to awaken their energy. And this can transform us completely.
Yep.
I'm listening to it, isn't it?
Yes.
Like to follow that intuition or listen to it, because when you're in tune with it, it guides you. And Edwin, I know exactly, because Balranald is a 1,000 people town, you know, small town in the middle of nowhere. So I know exactly what you're saying. And these programs and that online sessions have been an absolute, amazing opportunity, experience. And same thing here, kind of, I was getting one of the girls that at work, but even just simple things, I think, when you have that desire and it's there and you're surrendering or you're just following it through. I needed someone for work, that I needed someone for, doing the packing and stuff like that. And I had the attention. It came a couple of times during meditation and I went, no idea, we'll see, something will work out. And then I was walking, I used to walk on the main street, and a couple of times I had such a strong desire that I should go into the petrol station. And the first couple of times I went, well, I don't need anything. Like, I don't want to have chips. I don't want to have, any of that. Why? And the third time I was walking again, that strong desire was there, gone. I thought, okay, I'll just go and order some chips. I have no idea why I should want to go there. Went in, ordered my chips, and there was these two Indian guys, and there was a, like a shortish and a tallish guy, and the other one. And I thought, I can just really feel this strong, I don't know, connection, or it was that, it was a good soul or whatever. And he went off inside, and the guy that served me was kind of really funny. And I thought, I don't know why I wanted, why it felt that I should come here. And then just went home, had a couple of chips and chucked the rest in the bin because I just basically went there. A couple of days later, I'm walking again, and the same thing, such a strong thing. No, go in. I said, okay, I'll go in. So I ordered some potato wedges this time. And the other guy was there, and he suddenly started talking. And he was a pharmacist from India who had come here. and he was looking for work. And I said, well, why don't you go to the, like apply at the pharmacy and stuff like that? And literally, he was just such a same thing as you were saying, Jean-Michel. After the first couple of times that weeks that he was working, so out of the blue, from nowhere, when they had been advertising to find, Shri Mataji found the person there. He kind of out of the blue came to Balranald. He wasn't planning for it and had come there about 3-4 months ago or something like that. And we were at work, and I mean, okay, kind of work situation. It was a bit, I wasn't sure. And I went, nah, I'm going to tell him about Sahaj. And I said, well, you can. Literally instantly standing there in the middle of him packing and in the pharmacy, he just felt such a huge vibrations, strong vibrations. But that's like when I gave him the photo of Shri Mataji, he put it in his pocket, and I was trying to kind of think how to say, be respectful of it, or she's the Adi Shakti or what. And he goes, oh no, she's the mother, she's near my heart. And I went, oh my God, that is such an amazing soul. And that's what Shri Mataji just brings you to people, and people to you that kind of have that desire or that are there. It's just amazing, definitely follow those intuitions, follow the vibrations, follow your
So very
heart.
well said. I'm just quickly going to add this here. And the only reason why I came here was that I came to Sahaj after Shri Mataji had also passed away in 2015. I came to Sahaj, and Shri Mataji had just passed away 4 years ago before that time. And just as somebody asked recently, and they just found out that Shri Mataji is actually no more physically. I just wanted to share that I've never really felt, like Rachita said, she's not here. Even though I never physically saw her, I've never felt her absence, because you can just go on YouTube, just something that I've always done. If I'm, for example, if I felt afraid at one point of time when I was learning about Sahaj, I was also overcoming my obstacles slowly, one thing at a time. And like Uncle Edwin said, we did not have a program like this, which was continuous, which would take us on a journey. So we were sort of embarking on a journey of our own. Go on YouTube and just type Shri Mataji talk about fear. And all of a sudden you'll see so many of them. And every time you feel like you're missing something, you'll find it. It'll be something that you need to hear. It'll answer questions that you had not even asked, which were in your heart. But there you go. There's always moments when I feel like she's straight away talking to me, even though it's a video which was recorded in 1983 when I was not even born. Yep. But it feels like she's always here. And like Auntie Rita said, if you just give her that respect, put her close to your heart, you always feel her presence all around. So if any of you feel that, just remember she's here, and you can just go on YouTube and search, and you'll find that there's always a video which will speak to you as if she is talking to you directly. I don't know, but I've always felt that.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Mani. My age was when we had CDs, we had lectures on CD. Not the YouTube, but yes. I remember I had like say 13 CDs with Old Mother's talks in there. And anytime I would just, you would just rotate the switch to do, and it was always a talk of Shri Mataji that, as you said, was a question that you had, a question that, things either that were happening gave you a different perspective, and it would be that exact sentence and the exact thing you wanted to know, or you needed to know, or to change your, attention or your line of thinking, or absolutely. So yes, I completely agree with what Manika is saying. And now we do the same with YouTube. Have the question, type it up, and you will automatically choose the talk that is your answer. That's what I have found.
And even when we meditate, the qualities that we feel, those qualities of peace, of love, of joy, they're Shri Mataji's qualities. So the best way to get close to Shri Mataji is in meditation. And those Those feelings are her qualities.
So
very
what
well
You
said.
ask the same questions, can't you? In meditation, the thought will, the answer just pops in your head. You kind of, it's like Einstein said, he didn't know where the theory of relativity popped in his head. And it's the same thing. You have a question, you have a doubt in meditation. When you are, you know, you kind of have that question in your attention without thinking. Just surrender it. The next few, and it will just pop up. The answer just kind of just pops in your head. That's the best way I can say. You kind of wonder, oh my God, never thought about that, or where did that come from? But it is. It's just an amazing experience. Yes.
Hey,
Sorry,
Uncle John
Michelle,
Michelle,
you were
you had
saying
something?
something.
No, what I was feeling when listening to all of you is that now as Shri Mataji explained it in a few talks, the time now has come for the whole humanity to be awakened. So the first step that everyone should achieve is the self-realization. But once we have this self-realization, the panel that we have and all these meditation sessions, what I feel is that we are trying to give everyone a vision of how to transform your own life. For example, all these little tricks that we are talking about is about to discover our own beauty, our own powers, and we don't have much to do because it's already there. Once we have self-realization, it's all activated. So we have to really use these tricks to just make our life enjoyable day after day. It's not very, very serious or very difficult. We just need to learn the tricks.
Very well said, Uncle John Michelle, and everyone else. Uncle Edwin, sorry, did you want to add something? Or
Yeah, I was just going to say, because our brain is just so limited in the capacity to understand what we're actually dealing with here, it can be daunting and it can be frustrating at times. And that's where you need to realize if your desire is so strong and you're not getting your answers, you're barking up the wrong tree. You need to let it go. And everything that happens in our life is a divine plan. The problem is our brain cannot understand that divine plan mentally. So therefore, your vibrational awareness, when you ascend spiritually and your vibrational awareness improves, then you realize that is what true realization is about. You realize that you have got to just be in the moment, be in the present, and forget about your super fund, how bad it's doing and what the interest rates and things are, because she can crash everything like that, burn all the banks, burn all the currencies, and make every currency equal to one to one. So all this man-made rubbish that we get caught up with, which we don't really need, but that's the system within which we work. And it creates us all this anxiety, unnecessary anxiety. But as you ascend and as you stick to the golden rules of meditation, balancing, clearing, and just enjoying yourself, you will realize that all this fear that we have is so far below us. We can be far above all this fear and look down upon it and have a good laugh. Because at the end of the day, we are in a realm where anything we desire can be delivered. But our brain, because of the limitation of our brain, we get sucked in and frustrated. And if you can just get yourself into that moment, and that's where your experiences, which you will term miracles, will become like the order of the day, because you're sitting around the same table with the deities and the gods. And that is where you actually are when you can ascend to that level. So yes, baby steps, patience, love yourself, forget the past, you can't do anything about it, and forgive everybody, and you'll be good.
Love it, Uncle Edwin. Those classic taglines from the Book of Edwin. So I love it.
Sorry, that's Shri Mataji's book. I'm just a narrator.
That's right. Well, technically by Shri Mataji, he's the narrator. So book will come out soon, guys.
I'm not going to fall into Rita's trap. No, it's all good. It's all good. I couldn't resist that, Rita.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
I think 19 then. It was a very good lesson to learn for the rest of my life.
But I mean, even at 19, that's just amazing wisdom, guys, that are, yeah, realizing that we do have that I-ness even in our 20s and 30s, and yeah, just letting go. That's really, really wise of you, Auntie Rita, at that time, that, yeah, you just surrendered it. So really good, guys. I think I can see Anya from the UK has very, very patiently had her camera on. Anya, you've been joining us, I think, right from the beginning, probably, like of the 21 days.
Yes, hiya. Yes, I did. Do you know that today it was just so funny because you were taking photos of everybody, and I was sitting here and I didn't realize that I have to stop my. You understand? Start my video anyway. I missed it. I've got a good photo there, so I'm all right. Yeah.
That's all right.
I've been from very beginning with you. And I missed one, which I'm just towards the very end, which I'm going to catch up with before we start again. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. I was just quickly looking because I made this comment, and Manika, she responded to it, that it wasn't you guys, that a few days ago saying that I came across, and it must be another group, and that was on Eventbrite, and I just found it. It was in May, but it must be another group. And I didn't stick with them, but then somehow I received email from you and I've stuck with you, so whatever you're doing it right. That it works so well for me. And I just love it, every minute of it. It's just, and thank you so much for, I can imagine the work put into it, so I take my hat off for all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anya. And thank you to all those who have been stuck with us right from day one. It's like you said that, maybe you've encountered Sahaja Yoga in the past. I know we had some story of, I forget who it was, sorry, but someone told us they discovered a book. I think it was at their grandmother's place to do with Sahaja Yoga. And it's just about timing that, yeah, maybe it was just meant to be that you guys were meant to stick through in this journey and come along with us. So thank you so much for sharing that, Anya, and we look forward to seeing you in the coming next 21 days over the 3 months. So thanks. On that note, guys, I think thank you so much, and I would love to, I think we could probably stay here asking more stories and anecdotes and experiences, but I am mindful of the time as well, given it is quite late in Australia and I think everyone's at work. Yeah, it's a work day tomorrow. So on that note, what I'm going to say is a big thank you to our panelists. It's not going to be the last you see of them. Like we said, the Wednesdays and Sundays, maybe the Wednesdays might be like a nice straightforward meditation, and the Sundays might have maybe, a bit more of the panels, storytelling, get you guys on stage as well, our audience, to share your stories, which we are loving to hear. And of course the workshops as well. So I'm going to show you all a little clip because I know we've mentioned these tours. This is a tour from 2016 when some of us went to Singapore, and it was a brilliant tour there where we went around, traveled to schools, offices, meeting little children, teenagers, adults, and teaching Sahaja Yoga. These tours are really amazing, once COVID ends, where you build a lot of friendships across the world, via Sahaja Yoga. Like that's how I met Uncle John Michelle, and some other uncles and aunties as well. And you build these lifelong bonds that, because you're all in Sahaja, you have this connection. Even if you're in another country and you not talk for years, when you meet up, you just start right from scratch, like where you left off. Like Uncle John Michelle and I connected, I think, after 2-3 years for this program. So I'm going to thank our panelists. Thank you so much again. Thank you for sharing your stories. I love hearing them, and I'm sure you all do as well. Watch out for the Book of Edwin. It's going to come out soon. So, and so the panelists can switch off their cameras. The others, You're welcome to continue sharing your stories to us in the WhatsApp groups or even in the chat box or personally messaging us. We love to hear from you guys as always. Like I know Monica shares some really nice stories to us as well. So she's doing really great to manage all that. So like I said, guys, I've got a little clip here. The whole video is actually like 40 minutes, but of course we're not going to have time for that, but it is on YouTube. And yeah, it's just a little compilation of a fun seminar that was done in Singapore in 2016 after the end of a week-long tour. And what you'll just see in this video is just the joy of the collectivity of Sahaja Yogis from all over the world meeting together to meditate, play games, eat food, have fun, do music. Yeah, you name it. It's really joyful. So just bear with me. I'm going to share that from my end now, and we'll have a watch of this right away.
With our attention on the Agnya Chakra, we shall pray to Divine Mother. Shri Mataji, I forgive everyone, including myself.
Lay me down on the cool of the grey river stones. Cradle my rest, soothe me calm. The finger of God has touched.
Shri Mataji, I do nothing. Verily, you are the doer, you are the enjoyer.
And plains with the sweep of an arm.
Mother, I surrender all my thoughts, my ego at your divine lotus feet. Shri Mataji, please keep me in your divine attention and please make me capable of spreading your divine love in the whole world.
母亲，请将您神圣的注意力给予我们。母亲，请因由您，让我们得以传播你神圣的爱。
In
When we meditate, we grow. Surrender is whatever issues are coming in your life, just say, let your divine wish prevail. Whatever is good for you, Mother will work it out. But we don't know what is good for us. Sometimes we are confused what is right, what is not right. If we check vibrations, also we may not know. But you just leave it at Mother's divine lotus feet, and whatever is right for you will happen. Then we work on the Agnya Chakra. You can move your right hand.
So that's it, guys. Hope you liked that little clip of just showing you again another dimension of Sahaja Yoga, of the immense possibilities of enjoying that collectivity when the world does open up and all the travel begins again. That it's just endless, really. It's just so much fun. So a lot of us do miss those travels and tours. We also reminiscence about it, but just having even the internet and all this technology is also such a blessing that, like Uncle Edwin said, that COVID is not a coincidence. It had to happen at a time when we are so electronic and there's so much technology, and even simple things like, we use a lot of credit cards nowadays instead of cash, which made me think that I always used to hear, cash is such a ground for spreading bacteria and germs and whatnot. But it's in a way like the divine's protecting us, that we've got all this technology equipped to protect us even more, to help us, keep living life, even though there is lockdowns or COVID at the moment, and it will definitely not last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Like they say, nature's always changing as well. No season lasts forever. So this is also just a phase. So it's about making the most of it. Uncle Edwin also said, reminded me of the quote, carpe diem, seize the moment of the day. Wherever you are, a friend is running late. Something's going on and, it might make you frustrated usually, but take it as an opportunity to witness the drama and just go into Sahasrara, to show that you are different. Sometimes my friends run late and I just go, it's okay. And they're like, oh, you're not mad. I'm like, it's okay. It was meant to be, maybe. Like Auntie Rita shared many stories of things that are meant to be. So on that note, guys, thank you so much. It's been a brilliant journey, and it's a bit sad it is coming to an end, the intermediate series. But like we said, this is not the last of us. We are still here on WhatsApp, and we'll see you all on Sunday as well. So take the next few days as a bit of a nice break for yourself, because you guys have done so well to come to these meetings daily as well. Now take this as an opportunity to take a break, connect with your mentor. You can keep talking to us, connecting with us on WhatsApp as well. And incorporate the meditations if you can, on your own in your daily lifestyle. And of course, reach out to your local Sahaja Yoga centers to experience physical collectivity as well. So on that note, we'll conclude for today. Thank you so much again. We'll have some music playing if you wish to continue to listen. And then the session will, of course, officially end as well. So Jai Shri Mataji, guys, have a good day or a good night wherever you are. And we look forward to seeing you all on Sunday.
शरीरं सुरूपं सदा रोगमुक्तम् यशश्चारुचितरं धनं मेरुतुल्यम् माना मनाश्चेन लगनं गुरुराकृपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Kalatram dhanam putra pautradi sarvam Gruham bandhavasarvametadhijatam Manashchena laganam gururakripadme Tata kim tata kim tata kim tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Shatangadi Vedo Mukhe Shastra Vidya Kavidvadigadyam supadhyam karoti Manashchena laganam gururakripadme Tata kim tata kim tata kim tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Videsheshu manya swadesheshu danya Sadachara vruteshu mato nachanya Manashchena laganam gururakripadme Tata kim tata kim tata kim tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Kshama mandale bhupa bhupala vrundai Sada sevitam sapadharabindam Manashchena laganam gururakripadme Tata kim tata kim tata kim tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Na bige, na yoge, na vavaji medhe Na kantha sukhanaiva viteshu chitam Manashchena laganam gururakripadme Tata kim tata kim tata kim tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Guru Ashtakam ya pate punya dehi, Yatir bhupatir brahmachari chagehi, Laver vanchitartam padam brahma sangyam, Gururoktavakye mano yasya lagnam, Manaschena laganam Gururaagripadme, Tata kim, 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 Tata kim. Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri